Well, here we go. This is going to be a proper adventure, this. Well, here we go. On a bit of a Zander fishing trip, maybe a pike as well, but Zander is the main target. And I know a lot of my videos are carp fishing videos, but I do love fishing for predators. Pike fishing's my first love. I love trying to catch Zander. I think Zander are very tricky to catch, very delicate fish they are. Got for a predator, they've got quite small mouths for the size of the fish. They've got very big eyes, so I reckon they can see a lot of your terminal tackle with them eyes. They've got great vision, they have. But we're going to try and catch one. I do a bit of fishing off the boat, but also from the bank as well. Just depending how windy it is. At the moment, I've got a rod on the boat, and that's on like a little float-legged roach I'll get out at the moment. As the wind gets up, I'll probably move to the bank and do a bit of bank fishing. But yeah, this is big water Zander fishing. It's not really delicate fishing. You've got to use big leads, heavy duty gear, because there is a chance of, there's always a chance of a catfish on this particular lake. Yeah, looking forward to this. Let's see if we can catch one. Alright, well, I'm out on the big lake, and I'm trying my best to catch the Zander. I'm going to talk you through the Zander rig I'm using for this trip. I use this Zander rig an awful lot on the river as well. It's like my go-to Zander rig. So I'm using, I'll talk you through the lead end first. I've got a free running buoyant ledger boom on there. I've got, because I'm fishing rivers and big lakes, I need big leads, so that's a 5-ounce gripper lead. I've got a quick change swivel on there, bead. I use a heavy duty mono leader. It's actually 70-pound mono leader to 45-pound braid. I'm using heavy duty gear because you never know, you might catch a pike here or even a catfish if it's mild enough. But here's the business end for my rig. I've got I always like to use a roach dead bait if I can. That's the perfect size for me. It's probably about 3 to 4 inches, that one. Sometimes I like to chop the head off or leave them intact. This one I'm just going to leave intact. I use a single double hook, and I've got it's probably about 16 to 18 inches of 28-pound wire trace, and on the end of the wire trace a figure of 8 loop knot. And I'll show you how I put that hook onto that bait, because I thread it through with a baiting needle. A lot of my Zander fishing is done in France, and you will not see a French Zander angler use a wire trace. They all use fluorocarbon, but I don't want to do that. I spent all my life pike fishing, and the last thing I want to do is to leave any type of hooks in a pike, so it's wire trace all the way for me. Does it make any difference? You know what, I doubt it. I'd rather be on the safe side. Right, so I will show you how I hook that roach now. Right, I'll show you how I hook my roach dead baits for this Zander fishing. Got a single, that's a size 6 super specialist. They haven't made these for years now. When I knew they were not making them anymore, I bought a load of the remaining stock in the shop. I'm on my last box now, so they're a brilliant hook, them. They're very, very strong, but they're also very delicate as well, and perfect for the Zander. And this end of the wire trace, I've got my loop, and I'll show you why that loop's important now. Dead bait with 3-ounce well, yeah, 3 or 4 inch roach. Perfect size that. Right, baiting needle, pierce it there, just near the tail root, nice and strong. I thread it through its body, and I come out roughly halfway along its lateral line in its body. There we go. I don't go all the way up there because I want a bit of wire trace just there. I get this loop, hook it onto my baiting needle. Oops. Pull it through the back through its body. There we go. Right, so I'm pulling that trace through its body. Then you want about there, you want about maybe 1 centimetre of trace still showing. I put the small hook, the double hook, on the set, exactly the same line as I threaded the trace through on its lateral line. So when you pull tight, that's proud, that the hook is proud, and that for me is the perfect presentation for Zander. It's nice and discreet. It's only 1 hook. I don't want to use trebles. Zander have only got very small mouths, and are for the size of fish anyway, so sometimes I think the trebles actually impede it going in the Zander's mouth. If you fish with trebles, you get a lot of aborted pickups. Fish like this with a single hook or a double hook convert a lot more pickups. Sometimes I'll chop its head off, let a bit of scent out, but I'm quite happy using full roach dead baits. That's what they used to finding on the bottom anyway. So on the loop end now, I just attach a tail rubber. A tail rubber here. I put this on here. I might have to use a thinner baiting needle for this tail rubber. Push it on. Get the loop of the wire trace. Push the tail rubber on. There we go. Lovely. Attach that loop to my quick chain swivel, like that, and then just push the tail rubber over. And there we go, push it over so the loop can't come off the swivel, right the way up. Perfect. And on this side, same again. Push like my anti-tangle boom over the swivel. And that is a perfectly, real nice, easy flowing anti-tangle setup. Very discreet as well with a single hook in. If I'm casting a long way, I might put a bit of I'll have an elastic band or some bait band around the tail, but I'm not fishing far out, so that's totally fine as it is. Right, let's get it out there. Let's try and catch a Zander. Right, so I'm just about to put that Zander rod out. You can see it here. Maybe you can make this out, but roach are the perfect bait because they're naturally buoyant. And like this one, it's just sinking ever so slowly. There is a bit of crud out there in the bottom. It's nice and sandy here, but a bit further out. So that gives you, whether you can make that out or not, I don't know, but that is a perfect presentation. That. Love it. Right, let's get it out there. Let's cast it out. I'm only flicking it over. So in this particular lake, you can actually wade out your lovely clear water. But you see how it goes dark blue? It's a big ledge here, and just the other side of this ledge is 18 foot. So I don't have to cast it far out. If it's a predator, that's where I'd be. I'd be on this ledge, just stalking, stalking the prey. Right, let's cast it out. Just going to flick it out there. Lovely. Lovely, 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 that one. Alright, walk it back to the bank and put it on a bank stick, an alarm, and hopefully we'll get a pickup. Because I'm fishing with braid, bite indication is almost straight away. As soon as that zander picks it up, I've got a big heavy running lead on, 5-ounce running lead, so it just stays in position. It does. If you had a smaller lead on, but you got potential where your zander could pick it up bait and the lead moves as well, so that's why I use a bigger lead. And plus it gets really windy here as well. This is big water zander fishing. It's not very delicate. It's alarms, big leads. When I'm on the river, it's the total opposite. It's quite delicate fishing, watching your rod tips, the twitchy bounces, but no. Get a pick up here. I want to know about it. Beautiful, we're fishing.
You ever seen a zander, mate?
Nice.
I'm gonna feel a bit now.
Oh my goodness.
Lovely thing there. See it there. Feel that.
God, yeah, mate. Nice, isn't it, that?
Beautiful.
Oh, not many. Yeah, that is a nice fish, isn't it?
You've seen the teeth and that. It's like, you've got like vampire, totally different to pipes. That's why sometimes it's difficult to hook. Like, so bony, the mouths. Like, you're fucking open that now.
Oh
Like,
yeah, you used that vampire.
like vampire teeth. Small mouths, haven't they, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's the kiddie.
Oh yeah, you won't want to get your hand in there, mate, would you?
So there we go. 12 pounds zander, magnificent fish, dead roach. I do love a zander. These are all the fish. They're so I don't know. There's just something about a zander which is magnificent. Prehistoric looking things.
Mate, that is a pretty lovely fish.
That's lovely. That really like that. 12 pounder. Oh, look at that. Dorsal fins upright as well. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Cheers, mate.
Well done, old boy.
Well, how is this for a beautiful morning? Our trip's come to an end now. Done a couple of days. I had that one lovely zander, 12 pounder, and I had an aborted take the day after. That felt like a nice fish as well, but it came off unfortunately straight away. Yeah, you know what? This is good for the soul. This mornings like this, it is magnificent. Yeah, I'm gonna pack up now and head back. Just absolutely beautiful.